Hello, everybody. How are you today? So sorry about that. Thank you for joining. How are you? How are you? Where are you joining from today? Where are you joining from? Hello, everybody. How are you today? Okay. Are you joining from the United States? Are you joining from another country? Where are you joining from today? I'm here in Boston, Massachusetts. It's cold today, it's raining, but it's a perfect day to have class. I have the chat here on my right. How are you? How are you? You're good. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. So, my friends, today we're going to talk about our career goals and professional growth. So, we're going to talk about our jobs, our dream jobs, our skills. We'll practice a lot of vocabulary today. Before we start, I want to remind you, if you stay until the end of the live, I'm going to share a link to a really cool opportunity. We have something at Approach we call the Roadmap to Success in the United States. If you want to come to the United States, or maybe it's your dream to visit here someday, what is the roadmap that you can take as an English learner and beyond? So I see we have friends joining from Brazil. I'm sorry, it says my voice is repeating. I'm sorry about that. Let me see about the technical difficulties. Let's see. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about the audio. I'm going to try to fix that now. I apologize. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know in the chat. From Pakistan. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Okay, I hope you can hear me okay. Let me know in the chat if you can't hear very well. Thank you. My voice is good. Perfect. Thank you very much. So, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about our careers and our jobs. Like I said, stay until the end of the live to get a link to a really cool opportunity. And you will have some extra material from today, a PDF that you can download. So make sure you take the survey that I send at the end of class. So, my friends, also share this live. I don't want to forget that. If you have friends that want to practice their English, share this live, please. And I would love to have more people here. And it's a wonderful opportunity to learn English. So, first, my question is, do you have a job? If you don't, that's okay. You can say, I don't have a job. Do you have a job? What is your job? I am a teacher. I am a manager. What is your job? Do you have a job? Type in the chat here. I'd love to see it. Hello, Brishna. How are you? Thank you. What is your job? Let me know. I will check here in the chat. And then, after you tell me what your job is, are you a student maybe too? Do you have a dream job? A job that you would love to have? It is your dream to have this job. I see Hor said, I'm a student right now, but I also work on improving my skills every day to build a strong future career. Very good vocabulary words. Amazing. So being a student, a full-time student, a part-time student is still a job. It's not a job that you're paid for, but when you're a full-time student, it's like having a job. So, I'm working as a teacher assistant, Rokaya. Amazing, I love that. As a teacher, it's really amazing to see that. My goal is to become a deputy commissioner in the future. Yeah, amazing, amazing. Having a goal. Malcolm, no, that's okay. That's okay. You can say, I don't have a job. And that is perfectly fine. Solomon from Ghana, good to see you here. Thank you, thank you. Amazing. What is your dream job? When I was younger, my dream job was not to be a teacher. I wanted to be a chef. That was my dream job. I do enjoy cooking very much, but I never thought, oh, I want to be a teacher. And then when I was in university, I thought, I could be a teacher. And here I am today. So, do you have a dream job? Let me know. Okay. Let's see our dream job. Thank you, thank you. Okay. What I want to talk about first, before we get into more of the lesson, is vocabulary. I have 9 vocabulary words for us to practice. Maybe you already know these words. Maybe some of them are new for you. Practice reading with me. You can practice your pronunciation and your reading. You can also try using these words in a sentence. So first, job. It is work that you do to make money. We all need to make money in this world, and we work many jobs in our life. Sometimes we work a small job, sometimes we work a long career, the next vocabulary word. So a job is work you do to make money. What was your first job? My first job was a babysitter, and I also worked at the fast food restaurant Wendy's when I was in high school. It's very common here in the United States to work at McDonald's or Burger King, Wendy's, when you're in high school as one of your first jobs. So I have a job in a school. Do you have a job? Career. I mentioned with job. A career is the type of work you want to do for a long time. I have an academic career. She has a long medical career. Do you have a career? It is a job for a long time, a field even. So, think about it. Many people have long, successful careers. Your goal. So a goal can be something you want in the future. It can be anything you want that you think is important for you. So, for example, my goal is to get a promotion next year. Just kidding. My goal is, and then you also maybe want to put time. It's in the future, but it is a short-term goal or a long-term goal. You want to think about that. A goal is something you want in the future. Type in the chat, my friends. What is your goal? My goal is to get, to have, to make. Let's see here in the chat. What is your goal? Type and then I can speak about it after. My career is care for my son. That is totally a career. Being a full-time parent, full-time mom, full-time dad. Wow, it is a career. It is a full-time job, definitely, to be a parent. Even though you maybe don't make money and you're so tired, it is the most important job. Malcolm, I don't have a dream job. That's okay. Think about it for the future. Think about your future job that you would love to have. And then we can come back here to goal. What are the goals you need to get that dream job together? So type in the chat, my friends. What is your goal for the future? What was your first job? I can type here in the chat. What is your goal for the future? What is your dream job? You can respond in the chat. Thank you. And I have some images here as well. We see here many different jobs. What do you see here? I see, for example, a policewoman. 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 We also have policeman. What other jobs do you see here? Let me know. Maybe you see a businessman. Maybe you see a construction worker. What do you see here? Let me know. A nurse? And goal. This is the image for goal. Something you want to achieve in the future. And maybe it takes some big steps. We see here steps to get there. We see here doctor. My goal is to have so much money I can buy whatever I want and travel to any country easily. Yeah, definitely. If you want to be able to have financial freedom to travel, that's amazing. Businessman, engineer, good, 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 good. Thank you, guys. I have some more words here. Skill. That is something that you can do well or that you can learn to do. For example, he has good problem-solving skills. Do you have any skills? We'll talk about that after. Strength. What is the difference between skill and strength? A strength is something you are naturally good at. This is something you learned, wow, I'm really good at math, for example, or I'm very organized. A strength I have is I am a fast learner. So you want to think about the difference between skill, something you can learn, and a strength, something you are naturally good at. He has good problem-solving skills. A strength I have is I am a fast learner. Good. I see my future goal is to become a deputy commissioner because I want to lead, serve, and make a real impact in my community. Chief marketing officer. Awesome. Awesome. That's amazing. Thank you guys for sharing. Continue to share, please. My next word here, experience. Do you have experience in education, in teaching? I have 8 years of experience in teaching. There are things you did before that help you now. You practiced a skill and you gained experience. She has 3 years of experience in graphic design. When you are applying for a job, they will ask or give a minimum year of experience. Minimum of 4 years of experience with this marketing software, for example. This is something that you have done for years or time to gain more skill and knowledge. So, what do you have experience in? I'll type here. What do you have experience in? I have experience in teaching. Let me know. Let me know. Strength is a natural ability you already have, while skill is something you learn and improve with practice. Yes, exactly. You got it. You got it. So it's important to think about, like I said, what skills do you have? What strengths do you have? But wait, we're going to save that. I have activity for us. So, do you have experience in something? Do you have experience in management? So here I have the image to show the difference between skill, for example, language. Speaking English is a skill. Speaking Spanish, speaking any language, multiple languages, is a skill. Strength, problem solving. Good. I have experience in basic education teaching of grade 6. That's amazing. Grade 6 is not easy to teach. I have experience in cooking. Yes. I have experience in public speaking, teamwork, leading school projects, and graphic design. Wow, that's amazing. Great job. That's awesome. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you so much. The last 3 words I have for us today here, but we're not done. I have interview. Have you had an interview before? It's a meeting to talk about a job that you want, that you applied for. When I started at Approach, before I started, I had an interview. So you can say, I have an interview tomorrow. Are you nervous before an interview? Sometimes. Have you had an interview before? Let's see. My goal is to be a soldier. Amazing. That's great to have a goal. I have graduated 5 months ago, so I don't have experience yet. That is okay. That is so normal to graduate and not have experience yet. Someone will give you your first job to give you that experience. Amazing. Interview. I have an interview tomorrow. Training. Lessons to help you learn a job. For example, you must complete 1 week of training first. Have you completed training at a job before? Sometimes they train you for many months. Sometimes it's a few days. It really depends on the job. But training is essential to teach someone and for you to learn how to do the job. I might need training in specific skills for my company. Maybe they, again, use a software. For example, at Approach, we use something called Quick Schools to check our grades and our attendance. That you need training to learn how to use. I see here, I have experience in languages. Amazing. I had a proper interview when I was preparing to move to the United Arab Emirates, and it really helped me gain confidence. Oh, I love to hear that. You should gain confidence. It's not easy sometimes, I hear you, but you can learn more as you have more experience with interviews. You feel more confident. The last word I have here, promotion. Have you had a promotion before? Or you looking for a promotion? It feels amazing when you get a promotion. It's when you move to a better or a higher job in the same company. For example, he wants a promotion to become a manager. I'll talk about my experience at Approach and my experience with promotion. So it's something that they recognize, you also can apply for, but really it's when you move to a better or higher job in the same company. So here I have one more batch of images for you. Interview, as you see here, a conversation, a formal conversation about a job that you want to have. Maybe you have interviewed somebody at your job. You were the interviewer, they were the interviewee. Employer, employee, same format. and training. Sometimes you have a group training, like we see here, and sometimes there's a single person training or even a computer training. Amazing. Thank you. Yes, of course, I'm looking for a promotion. Yeah, who isn't? Of course. Of course. It's good to have a goal to want to move up in your company. So I want to talk a little bit about my career at Approach before we run out of time. So I started at Approach in 2019. This is here in our Marlboro campus. This is my supervisor, Bonnie, and she taught me a lot about everything at Approach. I started at Approach in 2019, but we have to go before I started. First, I graduated and I needed to look for a job. I said, I want to have a career in teaching. I had just got my degree and I didn't have a lot of experience. Like we said here in the chat, when you graduate, you need somebody to give you your first job with experience. And Approach gave me that. And they gave me my career that I've had. I'm so grateful to Approach. So I had applied for the job, and then I had an interview, and a little bit after my interview, they said, hey, we'd love to hire you. Wow, okay, great. I started as just a part-time teacher. I taught 3 days per week at Approach. And then after a little bit more than 1 year, almost 2, I had a promotion to a full-time teacher. And wow, I could have cried. I was so happy about my promotion. It was a really big goal that I had to be a full-time teacher. So after that, I was a full-time teacher for some time. I went from part-time to full-time. After about 1 year, there was an opening for a new position, lead teacher. And so I applied for that position, and I had another interview with 3 people in my company. And it was a lot more intensive, and I was so nervous. But after a little while, they said, you got the job. So I then had another promotion, part-time teacher, full-time teacher, lead teacher. And wow, it was amazing. And that is where I gained so many skills and experience in teaching first. I was teaching after I graduated. I taught before I graduated a little, but this was real English teaching experience. And then eventually I had one more promotion to my position I'm in now, academic supervisor. I still teach, but really now I manage the teachers and I advise them. I work on the curriculum. I'm not the only person, but here, especially on our Marlboro campus, I am the academic supervisor. And so I've gained a lot of skills within management now. Now that I manage teachers, I'm not just a teacher anymore. Now I manage the teachers. Wow, I'm still learning a lot. And this is my career at Approach. I went from a part-time teacher to the person who manages the teachers, and I wouldn't have had that opportunity without Approach. This is something that I put in my goals. I wanted this, and I followed my goals, and I used my strengths that I already had, and I learned more skills. So that was my career at Approach so far. It's not done. I've been here for 6 years, and as you see, everybody has a different path. As we said, the roadmap to success. Everybody has their own way that they follow and what's best for them. So I actually had more activities I wanted to just review here. We don't have a lot of time, but I still want you to think about this. I'm going to type in the chat here. What is one skill you want to learn? What is one strength you have? I learned skills for management. I learned a lot of management and leadership skills. I'm still learning how to be firm and still kind. These are things that are important. You need to be able to manage, have time management, organization. There's a lot. One strength that I have already is I love talking to people. And I really can be a listener and a talker both, but I have no problem talking to people. And I know some people can be more introverted and shy. A strength I have is I'm extroverted. So type in the chat, let me know. One skill I want to learn is, one strength I have is, one skill I want to learn is advanced graphic design so I can create professional and creative designs. Yes, that's amazing. That's a perfect example. Great job. Great job. Think about it. What is one skill that you really want to learn? Do you want to learn computer skills, public speaking skills, more language skills? One skill I want to learn is, and your strength. Are you patient? Are you hardworking? Are you creative? One strength I have is amazing. So again, practice this. Speak out loud to yourself at home. Write to practice your writing. This is really important to think about when you have an interview. You need to tell them your strengths or what you want to work on. Think about it. Super helpful. So before we go, I just want to tell you that we have more material for you if you fill out the survey that I'm going to send the link for in the chat. I will send the link right now in our chat. I really appreciate you guys staying here all this time. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you practice this vocabulary. You can always watch this live later. On our Approach YouTube channel, if you go to where it says live, you can watch all of our previous lives and our other videos that we have. There's a lot of free practice videos for you. Skill I want to learn, computer skills, improving my English and Italian, how to deal with kids more professionally. Yes, I understand that. I'm good at fast learning. One strength I have is making friends. Yes, I love it. I love it. Thank you guys. So I'm going to share the link now. It's 10:30. We're just about out of time for today, but I really appreciate you all being here. And I hope that this was such a good learning experience for you. Fill out the form that I sent in the chat on YouTube. I'm going to pin it here as well for you. So fill out this form, a class evaluation form. Let us know what you thought about today's live. And then when you fill this form, you'll be entered in a giveaway for December 22nd. To win some fun prizes, and you'll receive materials, extra materials from today's lesson to practice in a PDF. So thank you all so much for joining. I really appreciate having you here today. Happy Saturday. We'll be here not next Saturday as we have a holiday, I believe. So we'll send a message just to be safe. We'll post on our Instagram as well. Next Saturday is part of the holiday Thanksgiving break here in the United States. So I'll get back to you about if we will have a live next week. I think so, but I want to check. So my friends, keep an eye on our Instagram for updates. All right. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. It was so good.